Good morning everyone. Welcome to today's maths class. In the previous class we have learnt some definitions and many important points of this chapter, data handling. Okay? With the help of those all definitions and the key points, let us continue the problems from the exercise 5.1. Okay? Now, the first problem. For which of these would you use a histogram to show the data? So what is a histogram? Actually, a histogram is a graphical representation of a data by taking class intervals. Okay, now here he has given some sentences. We have to check for which of these sentences we can use a histogram. Okay, the first one is the number of letters for different areas in a postman's bag. Actually, this is the data which we can't take the class intervals. So actually the histogram is a graphical representation if the data represented in the manner of class intervals, but we don't get class intervals from this, the first sentence. So we cannot use histogram to represent this data. Now the second one, B, the height of competitors in an athletic meet. Yes, we can make some class intervals for this data. Okay, so the data can be represented in terms of class intervals. So we can represent this data with the help of histogram. So next, C, the number of cassettes produced by 5 companies. So 5 companies means there will be 5 different names, but there will be no scope for writing the class intervals. So we cannot represent this data with the help of histogram. Now the D, the number of passengers boarding trains from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at a station. So we can divide this data into regular intervals like class intervals. So we can represent this information with the help of histogram. So the answer for the first question is B and D. Okay, B and D can be represented by using histogram. Okay, this is the answer for the first question. Now, let us go with the second one. The shoppers who come to departmental store are marked as man, capital M, women, W, boy, capital B, or girl, capital G. The following list gives the shoppers who came during the first hour in the morning. So this is the data given. Now make a frequency distribution table using tally marks and draw a bar graph to illustrate it. We need to draw the bar graph also for this. Okay, let us do this problem. Now let us prepare the frequency distribution table for the data. Here women, men, boys and girls are there. Now let us count the total number of women. See, now here women 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So there are 28 women are there. So we have to represent like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the way to write the tally marks 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. For every 5 numbers we have to make a pack like this. And now 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So the total is 28. And now let us count the number of men. So men here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the total number of men is 15. So let us write this. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the total is 15. This is the frequency. The number of values present in each category is called the frequency, that is 15. Now let us count the number of boys. So the number of boys is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 5. So we can represent like this. The tally marks we can write like this 5, and the number is 5. And now the girls, number of girls is, here the number of girls is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have to write the tally marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is 12. So the total number of shoppers is equal to, let us add all those values, 28 plus 15, that is 43 plus 5, 48 plus 12 is 60. Okay, this is the way to prepare the frequency distribution for the ungrouped data. So we have discussed already in the previous class what is a grouped data and an ungrouped data. Here there is a clarity for that. Now look at this. Here the values are given directly as a list. This is called an ungrouped data. There is no group. But here this entire data, this raw data, we have divided into groups as women, men, boys and girls separately. So there are 28 women, 15 men, 5 boys and 12 girls. We have separated and we have written as a grouped data. So this is ungrouped data and this is grouped data. Now we need to represent this data with the help of a graph. Draw a bar graph to illustrate it. He has been asking. So we need to draw the bar graph for this data. Let us draw this. Now look at this. Here we need to draw, first of all we have to draw x-axis and y-axis on the graph sheet. Okay, like this. Here the origin O. Now we have to take the points at the equal distance, equal intervals, that is each one at 1 centimeter, and we have to maintain a gap in between the observations given. Okay, so here men, women, boys and girls, there are 4 objects. So we have to maintain gap like this, and we have to take a suitable scale on y-axis. Here I am going to take the scale as 1 unit is equal to 5 members, 5 shoppers. So I will take like this 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25 plus 5, that is 30, 35, 40, 45, like this. So here, how did I take the scale? Scale you have to write at the right corner, top right corner of the graph sheet. Here I am writing. So scale is equal to 1 unit is equal to 5 shoppers. So in such a way I have taken 5, 10, 15, 20, 35 like this. Okay, in increasing order. Now, how many men are there? In the frequency distribution table you observe. So men is 15. So we have to draw the bar. So according to that. Okay. So which is proportional to this. Means the number of men in the frequency distribution table is 15. So we need to draw the column up to 15 on y-axis like this. See, look at 15. Here we get it. Okay, this is about men. Now, you look at women. How many are there? 28. So we need to draw the graph up to the number 28, the bar up to 28 like this. Now look at this. Okay, now bar which represents the number of boys is, so the number of boys, how many boys are there? Actually it is 15, I think so. We did wrong. So that is 15. So let me check once. Yes, it is correct only. Men is 15, boys is 5. So we have to draw the bar up to the height of 5 units on y-axis. So like this we have to draw. This represents the number of boys. Okay, now the number of girls is 12. So we have to draw a column up to the height of 12 units. The 12 will be like this. Okay, now here men, women, boys and girls. And also you can shade the bars with different colors. This represents the men number. Okay. This is boys. And this is girls number. So you can represent like this. This is the bar graph for the given data. So the given information, the raw data, we have prepared, we have made it as a grouped data. So we have prepared the frequency distribution table. Okay, after that, with the help of this frequency distribution table, we have drawn the bar graph also. So now here we need to write now see, here x-axis represents shopper, and y-axis represents the number of shoppers. This is also so in this way you need to draw the bar graph. So this you have to draw in a graph sheet. Okay, now let us go with the third problem. Okay, now look at the third problem. The weekly wages of 30 workers in a factory are given like this. These are the wages, okay, of 30 workers in a factory. Now what we need to do, using tally marks, make a frequency table with intervals 800, 810, 810, 820 and so on. Like that we have to take. Now what is the minimum salary, minimum wages of the factory workers? Among these numbers you have to observe first, minimum and a maximum. So in this, the minimum value and the maximum value also we have to observe, we have to find out. The minimum is among these numbers 804. Is it correct? Once you check it out. And the maximum number among these all numbers is 898. There is no other number which is bigger than 898. And the number 804, there is no other number which is below 804. These two are the numbers. Now we need to write the range. What is the range? Range means greatest value minus least value, or maximum value minus minimum value. What is the maximum value? 898 and minimum value is 804. So the range is 898 minus 804 is 94. Okay, first we have to prepare like this whenever you have the data. So in the earlier problem, in the second problem, there are no numbers, that's why we didn't find the range of the data, but here there are the numbers, so we need to find the range of the data before we start the frequency distribution table. Now let us draw the frequency distribution table for this data. Okay, now let us prepare the frequency distribution table. Now here class interval, tally marks and frequency. So the class intervals we have to take, he asked us to take the classes as 800 to 810, 810 to 820 and so on. So using the tally marks, make a frequency table with intervals like 800 to 810. So let us start with 800. So 800 to 810 and next 810 to 820. That means in the each class we have 10 possible values. They are 800 to 810 means there is a gap of 10 numbers. Now 820 to 830, 830 to 840 means increase by 10. 840 to 850, 850 to 860, next 860 to 870, 870 to 880, 880 to 890 and 890 to 900. That is enough. Why? Because there are no numbers more than 900. So it is enough to take up to 900. So totally we have got 10 classes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 classes. Now let us gather the tally marks for this. How to find the tally marks? I will tell you. Just you look at this. I will write the tally marks. Now look at this. Here 800 to 810 means we need to find the numbers below 810. Not 810. 810 will go to this second class. So below 810 means where you will get it. So first 830. Where it has to be. 830 should be there in this section 1. Okay, 835 also in this. 890 should be there in the last class. 830 should be there in this section. Next 835 also here only. Next 836 also here only. So here 5 numbers completed, so I have crossed like this. 869 will come into this group. 845 will come to this class. 890 we have to take here. Okay, first 10 numbers completed. Like this you have to write the tally marks. Okay, now 820 will come here. 860, where will come 860? Yes. 832 will come here. So 833 will come here. 855, let us cancel all these numbers completed. 855 will come here. 845, 804, it is in the first class. 808 is also in the first class. 832 will come here. 840, you should not take 840 here. 840 is the end number. So it is the class below 840. So we have to count here 840. Okay, so the second line also completed. Now 20 numbers completed. Now 885 will come here, last but second. Now 835 here. Now 835 again. So here 836 again here. 878 here. 840 we have to take here. 868 here. 890 is the last class. 806 will be in the first class. 840, that is the last one you have to take here. Okay, now let us see. Now these are the tally marks. Now let us write the frequency. From the tally marks we come to know how many numbers are possible in each class. So these numbers you please copy from the textbook. If I, my mistake, if I take any mistakes, that will be rectified. Please copy from the textbook. Okay. Now, so here there is 3. Here the number of observations is 2. Here 1. Here 9. And here 5. 1, 3, 1, 1, and 4. So what is the total? 3, 2, 5, 5, 11, 6, 6, 9, 15, 20, 21, 24, 25, 26, and 4, 30. The total number of workers is also 30. So it is correct. So like this you have to prepare the frequency distribution table for an ungrouped